D-Boy from West Coast Uncensored. How's everybody doing? It's great to be here on the end of this October, as we definitely are in fall. Here in where I live at, it's definitely been quite a month. We had heat, and now within just like a week, the heat went from high 90s, pushing 100, to like low 70s today. And actually, I haven't really seen the sun today. It's like a lot of times here from the beach, you get the burn. The fog has the burn, and here at nearly 4 o'clock, I ain't seen the sunshine, so it didn't really burn today. But that's okay. We definitely are in fall. Notice the word fall. Definitely is a new season, right? When you see that, you know that we're going definitely into the holiday season and stuff like that. So I just wanted to thank everybody for being here. And like I have said, the numbers are really going up, and I'm glad that because this is really about not me just getting numbers for the heck of it and because I want to be seen and be sold. I got a voice and something to say that I know. It's about helping people who are really into that mindset, into a place that really want to help themselves with their life and whatever aspect of that life is, to be better version of themselves, going to the next level, exploring their capabilities and how to get to the capabilities, really kind of what this is about. And when you do that, you can see that you really have a lot of power, and you really have a lot of capabilities through that power, and really empower yourself to be able to use it instead of discredit yourself and kind of going to that revolving door of despair and just always falling short, or maybe you can't hit any goals or something you would like to do, and you're like, man, I'd like to do this, but it just never really manifests. I've tried, it doesn't happen. I did this and it doesn't happen. And I just can't just come to the place where I probably got to consider maybe I can't do it. And it's maybe just because you just don't know how to do it, because a lot of it is you got the gifts, you got the goods, you do have the goods to do it. It's just how to do it and how to do it the best you can. It's like sitting in your car and you get a flat. You can either go fix it or drive with it on and wonder if you can get somewhere that you need to get for somebody else to fix it. But the tire will never get fixed, even though the capability's there. Whether you call a tow truck, whether you call your insurance, or whether you get out and just change the tire yourself, the capability's there for making the change of the tire. It's just whether you're willing to do the strategic and do the thing you need to do it, because it's a little plan within a plan. I think I was listening to somebody the other day, and they made a really good point. And they said, it's not really about plans. People have plans. It's really about having resources and understanding that you have plans and you have ideas that are really creative. That creativity comes out despite the lack of creativity that tries to pull us down and drag us down. The creativity will show sometimes itself, but a lot of times the resources to get the creativity over are the thing that is enables us, disenables us. So think about it. Even at your job, they have think about these words. Words and linguistics are powerful for creativity in you, and even condemning yourself or lifting yourself up. Human resources. Your job has it. So really think about that. Why would your job have human resources unless you aren't the greatest resource of them all? You are. Think about that. You're the greatest resource of them all. That, like I said, we're going to a huge technology age. I'd suggest people to really look at this instead of being bewildered. This is really what you need to do, is see what's really going on. We are not far from a huge change, and I believe a lot of what we've been seeing the last 6 months is because it's a huge change. I think it's a lot of things have happened, but there's some hokum there because there's other things being propagated that you don't see actions going around because they don't tell you that. Neither will people tell you that things are going on when they are in absolute power. Why would they share it with the ones they want to power? Why would you tell your opponent your weaknesses and really what your plan is? You don't. You just don't. It's not common sense, guys. We need to wake up and realize that we're a human resource, and that human resource can be the greatest connection of creativity ever, or it can be used against us, to use us. And then our mindsets, we don't even know we're being used, man. People don't. They don't. It's time to wake up. Take yourself to another level. Expand your mindset. Quit believing what you've been told. and do some real research and come out of the box and just saying, well, this is what I want it to be. Yeah, I don't care what I want it to be. What's the truth is what I'm looking for. I don't care what I want it to be. It ain't about what I want. Got past that a long time ago. I don't toil with ego. I know that ego is there, but ego can serve you. But if it's your master, it will run roughshod over you. It will pimp you out, your ego, in your energy. But if your energy serves this, it can be beautiful because it goes along with emotions serving you instead of you being emotional and being led by them. And then you go and do stuff that just doesn't really, in relationships with other people, causes friction, damage, and people, just may not even want to be around you because of that. It's how you use it, what it's used for, what is your intention, what is the purpose. And that's what I'm saying. We need to have knowledge of how to manage ourselves. We really do, from every aspect. We're really deep, creative thinkers and creators. We're really creators. I have this key word that came to me, and I actually put it in this area. Creators create, and that's going to be something that's my mind tag and my word tag that I'm going to be really exercising here is creators create. And why I'm saying that is we're going to talk a little bit about something else I was talking about. And this is something that came to me a few weeks ago, and I jotted it down. And it was that challenges are fuel. And why I say that is that your challenges are the very thing that will fuel your growth. Many times our challenges can be left to us as something we run from, like almost like you don't want to face the giants in your land. You don't want to talk to the giants in your land. You don't want to deal with the giants in your land. You will ignore the giants in your land, but your challenges are the very thing that will help you grow. Why will it help you grow? Because it will be the thing that you will get through, and it will propel you. Because I see the challenges, and I kind of put this with it. Challenges are like fuel. They are fuel. And I'm talking about metaphysically in a mindset state. Challenges are fuel. How are they fuel? They will actually propel you to go to your next level when you go through your challenges. They're actually there for your growth. They're actually there to help you along. And when we see challenges as something that helps us grow, instead of running from it, not wanting to deal with it, and just trying to ignore it, it becomes that giant that dictates to you, kind of like I was talking about just a few minutes ago, kind of like your ego. When your ego is your leader and not your servant, but is your boss, it's gonna take you through the pit. But when your challenges will serve you, which they will, because they will push you to the next level of your life, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, business, growth, relationships. They will push you to your next life. Hear what I'm saying? These challenges are not there to bring you down in a losing way. These challenges are there for you to grow. These challenges are there for you to go to the next level in your life. They are there to help you. This is not bottled water. This is not some fancy-wancy bottled water. This is water that is made out of an alkalized machine that produces 7 different grades of water that is from Japan. And it does so much in your life. The longevity of this machine, technology, is 25 to 30 years. And it is a machine, but it has no moving parts. So you do have to take care of it. But it will give you the best water in the world. Second to none. Everybody's playing for second place in this. So when you understand that a lot of things are done for money, not always for the best for you, kind of piece that together. Even my business is, I have a business that's really taken off, and I've only been in it 2 months. It's really taken off. I got a ranking, I got bonuses, more bonuses to come. Definitely connection with good people, doing business and stuff, but it's a mindset, man. Things are changing. This thing is not going to be like it is. Things are going to change. You guys got to be ready for it. There's going to be changing money. There's going to be a change in jobs available. There's going to be a change in how you do things. There's going to be a change in mindset. And if you're stuck, you're going to be left behind, because there's going to be changes that things are just not available that you think should be available. It doesn't matter what you think. It changes. And that's one thing we got to understand. And that's why I'm saying you got to let go of the ego and grow and learn. A phone, everybody complains, oh, the phone, in our days, the phone, this and that. That's true. I don't do that. But it also can be the greatest gift if you use it, because it's something that our former grandparents, parents, grandparents, great-grandparents didn't have, and they would actually have to open up some kind of business and some kind of building to have a business. Now you don't even need that. You just need your phone. Now that's the other part about it. In other words, the phone is nothing wrong with it. It's what you do with it. And it's about you having balance, because you're the way. You're the dealy-wop. You're the one that needs to realize what you are, who you are, and what you're for, and what is your capabilities, and what can you do. So challenges will step in your life. What challenges you? What fears? I've said many times fears. Challenges. And here's one of the things that says, a challenge could be one of somebody's a duel. It's almost like an opponent. What is the thing that challenges you? Could it be your business? Maybe you want to do a business and you want to look at something to approach and do something, but you talking and connectivity is not your thing, so it's your challenge. Believe me, if you start learning things and doing things, that you'll go through the challenge, and that challenge will propel you where you'll start seeing you have success in doing the thing you thought you couldn't do and was your challenge. The thing you thought not ends up being the thing that is. Through your challenge and taking on and willing to take on that challenge. This is not a race of a competition of you against somebody else, you against keeping up with the Joneses. It's about you and what's within you and what's going on with you. That's the challenge. Your weakness, the very thing that you feel that you can't do in your weakness. It could be a guy or girl liking somebody, and they said, I can't approach them. It's such a fear, such a challenge. And then they all this fears, and they set up this whole losing scenario and never give it a try, because the challenge seems so difficult and that they're not good at it. So many times they will not take it upon themselves. And I'm generalizing, speaking specifically, but generalizing, because whatever it is for you, you know what it is better than I could do. That you could do it. That you can go through it, not realizing taking the challenge would give them growth, harmony, and they may get the answer that would surprise them, because that other person's challenges may be the very challenge they have, and this challenge helped both of them get through the challenge, and they both grow from it. That's just an example. Talking to other people. What is your challenge? What is your giant that tries to keep you down and doesn't allow you to grow? That's really what it is what can you take on? Because I'm telling you, when you start doing things differently, out of the norm, out of what everybody expects from you, because you want to do it because this is what makes you happy. Somebody tells you, let's say they want you to be a doctor, and you go, I really love music. The music and my artistic value and what I like, I can be a doctor, but that doesn't really float my boat. I love music. I love creativity. I'm an artist, and I want to be the artist. That's really what floats my boat. It's not really being a doctor. It's not being in the medical field. And this is what everybody's pushed. This is what the agenda's been thought out for me, not my agenda. And you just decide, no, maybe that's your challenge, is to stick up for yourself and grow from it, because it's not me. It's not what I want to do. I have stories after stories of people who were thought to be pushed in one direction, especially with school and college, and that really wasn't their thing, but it was the tradition of the culture, it was tradition of family, and then they ended up going the way they want to, and then they had great success, because that's not really what fueled them. Their fuel was getting into opening up a animal hospital, or opening up a hotel for animals. Opening up their own pet store, opening up their own fixing computers, opening up their own wanted to do podcasts. I've told a couple of people that I know that love like certain shows, and they like to watch them, and they just keep going in on them. And I said, if you want to be creative, make a show out of that. You love this certain show that's an old time show. You love Seinfeld. You watch every episode 20 times. Go do a podcast about Seinfeld because you love it. It's something that you do. You're, instead of taking in what it is, use it and then put it out because that's what you love. Key, do what you love. Sometimes doing what you love to do is a challenge because of the expectations of judgment. Like I've said on other podcasts, judgment, what other people think, what other people say. I'm telling you now, the what other people think and other people say is a mindset that you must deliver the blow to. You really do. Because it doesn't matter. They don't live your life. And it's people maybe you don't even really care about in the long run. That keeping up with the Joneses, that I need this new and I need this. I mean, maybe it's just not really important. Maybe you know, if you go and spend $300 on something you really don't, you could have saved it to help build your dreams, and you're willing to kind of wait on building your dreams or going somewhere else and doing something else because you want to open up something else yourself, create a new app, open up your own business, whatever you'd want to do. Be the creativity that you need to be. So the challenge, and the other word is a fuel. A fuel is something that you use, right? It makes heat, power, electricity, powers you, can raise you, propel you. I think the challenge, or I know the challenge, is like that fuel to take you to where you desire to go. But you got to face the taking on challenges. So what I see in challenges are growth, not an opponent outside of yourself that you're trying to beat in a boxing match or a wrestling match or athletic event, which is opponent, and it is a challenge, right? A dual meet, a dual whatever. But your number one opponent is, as you grow and get past a certain age, is really yourself. It's even in other sports, like you ever talk about really great athletes and like Michael Jordan and other great athletes. They had a mindset that they got through to get where they were going, even before the opponent. Their mindset was their challenge, having a mindset to do and perform and be the best that they could be. Even look at Michael Jordan leaving one sport and going to another sport for the challenge. You know what I'm saying? And having that challenge where he was the greatest in what he was doing, but he wanted to have some more challenges. So he, with everything going on, and I'm sure there's more to it than that, and I know there is. But just even willing to take that on, who's willing to leave being the best they are to try something else that, and at this time, you're not the best they are. Humbling yourself and actually playing in the minor league system in small cities, not the major league system. Willing to do that is somebody who's willing to take on mindsets, challenges. Take on your challenges. Whatever scares you, but you want to do something, whatever it is. That challenge will be your fuel for you to go to the next level. That challenge will be the very thing that will help you get to your next level. In whatever your next level and version of yourself in growth and in mindset will be. That challenge is very, very, very much your fuel. But you've got to go fill up at the challenge. You got to fill up your vehicle at the challenge gas store. You got to go get gas. You got to go propel yourself. You got to go fill it up. You got to get it. You got to challenge yourself. If you don't challenge yourself, you will always be defeated by yourself. If you don't take on fears. I had these dreams for multiple years, a few years apart. One dream, just not long ago, a few years ago, was a giant standing out my door trying to block me and stay in and trying to dictate to me not to come out of my house and do anything but stay in my house, right? A few years ago. And I kind of knew what it meant. Then recently, just about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, I had the same dream, but the person no longer was a giant, but it was a very, very small guy. Very small man, trying to use the same tactics, but now he was just very, very small man. And I didn't give him much attention to the thing because I was going where I was going. My mindset was going where I was going. Where before with the giant, it was like, I had the fear to go out. Yeah, I could feel it even in the dream. It's like, I want to go out, but I can't. This time, I just, not giving you my energy and even my thought. I'm going where I'm going around this way. And what's heavy is the street I was going towards was Philadelphia in that dream. And Philadelphia means brotherly love, right? So it was a connection. It was the love of myself because, you got to love, I'm going to be honest, you got to take yourself to the next level and you got to love yourself. challenges. This is why we bring the content we do here. And it's very different. It's very much levels, combining a lot of different levels of self, but it's also not in one area where somebody can go, oh, this is this. No, this can cover a bunch of areas. And those who know me in a different area will say, I hear what you're saying in this area that I know of. Where some people are going to be like, I don't know it, but I know that on this level it does kind of match where I am. It's positive, man. Everything out there is so negative and so contrary to us being successful and us being subservient to a system, and that we need something, and that we're not good enough, and that we're far from another, and there's division, divide, that I'm saying rebuild, remember, put the members back together, because we're all connected. That's we are. So challenges are your fuel. This is what this was about tonight. It's about taking yourself to the next level, and you've got to go through your challenges if you want to go to the next level. Whatever your aspect of your challenge is, whatever your next level is. I always say business because that's my mindset, is business, because of working towards things. But whatever yours is, relationships, because that's part of it. All this, whatever your specific goal and need is, face your challenges, because once you face them, you'll get wind beneath your sails. It will push you. The fuel will come to you. The fuel will come to you. So, real quick, I would want you guys to hit me up on D-Boy West Coast Uncensored, right? Hit me up on that. On Anchor. Subscribe, please. It's going to give you 3 options. Subscribe. Thank you for the numbers. Are just quadrupling over the last 5 different podcasts. And hit me up on there. I'm also on LinkedIn, D-Boy West Coast Uncensored. I'm also on Instagram, D-Boy West Coast Uncensored. D-Boy WCU, and also Danny Abril 310 on Instagram. I have 2 Instagrams, and Danny Abril on Facebook. But also I'm on when I say LinkedIn, I'm also not on just that. I'm also on Twitter. So tweet D-Boy West Coast Uncensored on Twitter. And you guys, you know what? You guys have a really, really good day, and you can achieve anything you want. But hit me up, listen to this. Please like and subscribe on Anchor. And if your connection, if this has done good for you and you're okay with subscribing, the 3 different levels of subscription is there. Definitely to put more content out, to even get more different. I got some things coming, even for microphone stuff I got coming. So you guys have a great day. D-Boy West Coast Uncensored. You guys have a great